What it do? What it do? It's your boy BX Brother 730, and I'm live streaming Madden NFL 19. This is NEFL Custom Franchise Mode Season 5, Week 10. I got my Seattle Seahawks hosting the Denver Broncos. We took a tough loss last week to the San Francisco 49ers. I'm looking to redeem myself. My fault. I had to answer that message real quick. We're gonna go with the classics here. Let's go. Just going here. See if I can play my other boy next.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
He dove early, too, on that one.
As his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll go on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back in
That
the
was
22.
just cold.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And bulldozing his way through. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
long night.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
That was a TD if I didn't do that. Why did you do that, BX?
place from
Why did you
methodically
possession
marching the
catch?
ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
He'll get it up the middle.
I see you, boy.
Across the chalk, into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw on 2nd down. Osborne. And this will be incomplete. Coverage there by Brian Body Calhoun. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
On 3rd down, Osborne escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll run it here. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
Okay, Mimir.
Green 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught at the 7. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Eric Ebron, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Hauschka now for the extra point. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Off play action, Osborne. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. On first down, Osborne. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Osborne. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
To throw on 3rd down, Osborne. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On 4th down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
No. Check. Patriot. Check.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And now running right through it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They go play action here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cole. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 42 yards. An update from down in L.A. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Now let's go.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing on 1st down. Osborne. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it up to the 30.
Hey, yo, Keith, what's going on, bro?
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Right back to him on 1st down. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, it definitely has. My Giants, man, you see what my Giants did, man.
A 2nd and 7.
You see what they did. Who's going to go after that dumbass Jones, man, and 6th pick, man. We could have got a defensive player and got him in the 17th pick, man.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Osborne into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside.
Come on,
the 20.
Cole.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
I don't think he's the future, man. I don't.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
They'll drop the throw. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin, and it's 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown.
Nah, man. Nah. I don't see it, bro. That's the only reason why they got him, man, because Manning, the Manning's got close ties to Duke's organization, man, the Duke's program. I don't think you pass up on Haskins, man, if you go on quarterback first. You just don't, man. You know what I mean? And Haskins numbers were way, way better, man. I can't put trust into that, man. I gotta see that, man. I have to see it. He wasn't impressive to me in Duke, man. Oh man, I do see it, man, but ain't nobody stopping the Greek, bro. No one stopping the Greek. Yo, another good thing, man. At least we got that cornerback, man. We got a pretty good cornerback, man. That last pick in the 1st round. Apparently he was like the best cornerback in the draft.
And Denver getting set to take the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive.
Didn't I tell you stop messing with her charger?
If you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the
Leave
sheet
it.
that says
Get away.
big time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now it's Keenum. Incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Keenum. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
That was my INT right there.
Down incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And on the ground they go with a running back. Finding room at the 30. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. Hauschka adds the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 48-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. Keenum now just 2 of 5 since coming on, but he does have a first down here. Working from the gun, Keenum. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there, and it's third down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing is Keenum on third down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Keenum to throw for it on fourth. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here we go.
And they'll go on the ground. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Right. 2 minutes.
Hey.
In the
Get off the
first
phone,
half.
man.
Back to CenturyLink Field after this.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Take four, take four.
They'll set up a throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. Hauschka with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Keenum now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And a loose football. And the Seahawks have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll have another first down and more. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Wide open receiver complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Keenum now on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Keenum will try again on second down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Rashard Matthews the intended target, and it'll bring up third down. The Broncos on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Keenum throwing once more. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
22! 22! 22! 22!
To throw on second down is Keenum. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Keenum now has hit on 7 of 17 passes, just 41%, but it's 1st and 10. Keenum now to throw. And that is incomplete here.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Keenum. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin.
Yo, Vase, what's going on, Vase?
They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though.
And now look at him go. The 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. 70 yards. And the Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. And he just tied the NFL.
Ain't nothing much, man. Trying to get a couple of these games in before I get out of here. Got to take Ava to Pennsylvania for this competition. What's going on with you?
Against an NFL caliber defense.
Is that good?
I'd say that's fantastic. What a game for him.
Really
Hey, rep over on YouTube. I would, man, but I gotta get out of here. I gotta try to get these custom franchise mode games in before I leave.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much.
Have to eat this one as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush.
Oh, thanks. I know. Man, I know. I got the money for it. I say I'm going to do it, and I keep on forgetting.
It's third and very long. On play action. Now Keenum. He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here,
what the hell is Treyarch?
Fortunate too, because they thought they had something there. They don't call it just a call.
Oh.
They don't just say,
Oh, wow.
They feel like they've got something on. They've got the
Wow.
defense in the right spot.
Yo, this boy is a monster, man.
A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. Well, there it is. After number 5, we were wondering if we would see it, and he has broken the NFL record with his 6th touchdown in this game.
Let's face it, we can go ahead and lose our objectivity here, can't we? And just applaud what we've seen. That's one of the great records in the NFL. Are you talking about this 6 touchdown runs in a game against an NFL defense? I want to run.
I'll tell you what, when I get back, definitely remind me. Might come back. Might leave tomorrow to come back, depending on when this competition ends. If not, I'll be back Monday. Because you're not driving, that's why.
They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half.
Did they really not just let me
they might need to go to the
change the guy?
Because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly.
Oh, Treyarch the creator. All right, gotcha. I don't know. I got to find out what time the actual performance starts. I know it's in the morning. I guess hit me up by noontime to see what time I'd be leaving or whatever. That better not be a face mask. Wow.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Keenum under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a
what is he throwing?
For them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
On second down, here's Keenum being chased out left. He's to the 10. That'll be a gain of 16, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
All right. Leave it, please.
Here's Keenum. Feeling the pressure here, and and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Throwing is Keenum. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Keenum now on 3rd and goal.
Yo, I was going there. I should have picked that.
Golden Tate.
Damn, I should have picked that, man.
Now on the year. And the Broncos are able to at least make things a bit more respectable.
I hesitated thinking he was gonna slant like a hard cut in.
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys. They never want to see their guy get hit.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats?
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner.
Every time I'm playing the game.
And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted
Get
first
off,
and
man.
goal
Get off.
at the 5-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And they'll run it here. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And that's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Matthews that time, and now it's 3rd down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now Hausch going to tack on the extra point. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that will extend
This here
this big
is
lead.
a disaster, man. I hope I don't get in trouble.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this position.
Hey.
That didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't
it's not
have good
yours.
field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes
Yeah.
defense makes a good play, too.
Keenum now on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now a play fake, and it's Keenum. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Keenum. He's going to let one fly for Tate.
Nice one, Golden Tate.
For a Bronco touchdown. Golden Tate, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos get one score closer.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. To Vecchio now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line. The end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that... You know, team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now is dominating and kicking around a team who have been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll go again with McKissick. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Powering his way forward, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10 at their own 42. Flushed out right. Left side caught by Matthews. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that
Who is that? Stop.
is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Back to the air on second down. It's Keenum. Flush to his right. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing on third down, Keenum. And now another one thrown incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Desperation time for Keenum on fourth. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Yo, DeMarco, what's going on, man?
Now they'll run it on the toss. Room to run past midfield. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
Room to run again, and he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Shit, that's what it is, man. Same over here. Ain't nothing much over here, man. Just getting some games in before I get out of here.
A nice little juke. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll give it to him up the middle. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. and never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling again.
no, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows, you may meet up with this team again.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Keenum again here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 53. Mary left, Mary left.
Now Keenum. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down. Hot.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
4 down. Alert. Hot.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Hey, good game, man. Good game, Kalen. It's unfortunate, man. My boys came out to play on every side of the ball. Every side of the ball.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks,
You guys need to get from over. All right, that was a huge game right there. And I only got one person who is getting upgrade. It's so cold. So cold. Nonetheless, man, thanks for tuning in. It's your boy BX Brothers 730 with Madden NFL 19 NEFL custom franchise mode league game. My Seattle Seahawks just moved on to 7-2, defeating the Denver Broncos at home 77-12. Tune in next week as we take on conference powerhouse Kansas City Chiefs and play. Once again, if you haven't done so already, definitely hit that follow button and or like the page over on Facebook. Definitely follow my social media links, starting with my YouTube at BX Brothers 730. Follow my Twitter account for any news, updates on giveaways, scheduled game times, whatever it may be, at BX Brothers 718. And most importantly, definitely go ahead and follow my Twitch. I have over 1,000 followers over there at BX Brother 718. Till next time, peace.